Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hold it ready. Sixty Maverick. Go.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good, and once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw on 2nd down, McKinley throwing the out route incomplete. It's Weaver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'll pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
On 1st down, McKinley. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finished, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Ready, right?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKinley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Broncos.
Looking to throw. McKinley. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Now Hall to start the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Gold River! Gold River!
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They find some open field here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Olave over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Hey, why shit back?
They'll run with Hall. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
On 2nd down, Barber, despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Say, hey! 18, Pioneer! Go!
Operating from the gun, McKinley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Jones. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on first down. Jones. This pass out wide to Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw again on second down. Jones throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Mustang 19.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
On the set. Chop 60, chop 60.
Back to throw. McKinley. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Looking to throw. McKinley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Other side, other side.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
59 yards.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, McKinley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. He'll check this one down to Barber. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 3rd down, McKinley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
84 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise, way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Great. Timberland.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones, throw caught by Olave.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Oh, my goodness. How about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking.
Return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 9 now from the 21.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. McKinley. And this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ready.
On 3rd down, McKinley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Ready.
On 1st down, McKinley.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Olave holds it in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Detroit Johnson. Flick right, flick right, flick right.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Jones now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Nineteen tight. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Jones, a final shot before break. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Looking to throw. McKinley. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly
So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw on second down. McKinley. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Great.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Let's go now.
They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Tag.
Throwing on 1st down. McKinley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Six the Eagles. Let go.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. McKinley. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 21, here's second and a couple.
Street. Ready.
Once again, it's Barber. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
A run up the middle with Barber. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle they go with Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. McKinley. And that is incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll try it now with Barber. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And look, they got it, good for them, but they were within his range. I know that would have been a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick it, though.
I guess what he's going to have to do is frame it as, I just had so much confidence in the offense there, that's why I went for it. It's not me saying you couldn't have made that field goal. I'm going to need you later. Stay ready.
Yeah, he did have the one miss earlier, but you're right. Stay ready. There's still plenty of time in this game. First down, they go with Barber again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKinley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Happened to set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Detroit Johnson. Detroit Johnson.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
A give running right is Hall. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Back to the ground with Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And
he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
Off the play fake. McKinley, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Give to Hall running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.